Cops, what's the biggest "we had no idea who we were messing with" moment you've witnessed? Back when I was a rookie, we pulled over this old beat-up truck that looked like it had barely survived the last decade. The guy driving looked just as rough, scruffy beard, old flannel, dirt under his nails. He was calm, polite, handed over his license without an issue. But my partner decided to push him a little, probably assuming he was some drifter up to no good. The guy just smiled and stayed quiet. We ran his name through the system, expecting to find a couple unpaid parking tickets, maybe a bench warrant. Instead, the screen lit up with federal-level clearance alerts. No criminal record, but a flag that made my stomach drop. Notify FBI and Department of Defense immediately if detained. My partner, who had been getting cocky, suddenly turned pale. Before we could even figure out our next move, dispatch rang through and told us, "Do not detain, release immediately." That was new. We'd never seen that before. We walked back, handed him his license, and before I could say anything, he smirked and said, "Figured you boys would find something interesting." Then he reached into his glove box and pulled out a small patch, a Special Forces unit insignia. He handed it to my partner and said, "Next time, don't assume." Turns out he was a retired Special Forces operator, and not just any operator. Someone who had done classified contract work overseas. A literal ghost. No record, no history, but flagged as a "do not detain" by the highest levels of government. We let him go without another word. As he drove off, my partner, still holding the patch, just whispered, "We almost tried to write up Jason Bourne."